Hi, everybody at CUT and Summit. It's Ben, also known as Brother Eli, with Holy Orders, and I'm here to make a 5-minute video. And I'm limiting myself to 5 minutes because this serves a dual purpose. I have to test my camera. I have new editing uh, equipment, rather new suite on my computer, and the only way I can convert it is if I keep it to 5 minutes. So that's what we're looking at the moment. I received some preliminary questions from a few Chilas at Summit with regard to my legal situation and the lawsuits that I'm pursuing on my own behalf. They're very serious human rights matters. There's a lot of discrimination in Maine against people who have brought lawsuits. In my instance, I brought a lawsuit against a locked ward facility that is operating unconstitutionally in southern Maine. The U.S. Department of Justice is aware of another facility in Augusta, Maine, which is closer to where I am, and attempted to close it. A number of years back, I think around 2012 or 2013 possibly, initiated a prayer spiral against that facility in order to shut it down and to eliminate it entirely. After I initiated the spiral, um, the federal government cut, I believe it was $20 million from its annual budget and said it would not pay anymore for that facility because of all the abuse that occurred within it. And of course, they didn't go far enough. The federal government, unfortunately, didn't have the momentum to do the right thing, which is to close it in its entirety. And so the complaints that I filed recently have to do with interference in federal public assistance benefits to which I'm entitled, and um, also the unlawful stoppage of those benefits during a period in which I'm not receiving adequate police assistance, and so on. My driver's license was cut after I started filing criminal complaints against certain members of the police department here in Kennebec County, um, in apparent retaliation for my having made those statements. And I was dependent upon a housing subsidy for a long time, and that was terminated in 2005, even though other people in my exact same position financially um, qualify and receive that assistance. So it's retaliation and discrimination and criminal act. It's organized crime, really, against me, and also against me as a Chila. Really, it is a religious discrimination issue as well, which I can talk to you about in more depth. Not quite equipped to embark upon that conversation, although it is an issue, particularly with regard to how the state of Maine administers its social services programs. So I'm trying to do what it is that I feel that I need to do under the circumstances. Any help that anyone at CUT or the Summit Lighthouse could furnish under the situation would be welcome. I really need to relocate out of Maine for my own personal safety, and also so that I can retool and um, really retrench so that I can resolve these complaints, and so that the state of Maine doesn't hurt other people. And Maine Department of Health and Human Services, which is doing absolutely the wrong thing by way of healthcare. Everybody with whom I work spiritually should know that I am utterly opposed to psychiatry and the locked ward mental health system. I wish we could get that point across in Washington. It seems like the Republicans in the past have, um, made a concerted effort to cut funding, and I wish that they would do it for the right reason. And unfortunately, I still don't see a lot of momentum in that direction, but I'm doing the best that I can. So relocating me really is a priority, and it's a momentum issue and also a civil and human rights issue. So that's what I'm trying to do, is solicit assistance in doing that. I do want a place at the ranch. I want a permanent pied-a-terre at the ranch. I want to be able to go to the ranch, and so I'm looking to have a homestead at the ranch, or nearby in Livingston or in Bozeman, possibly, but do want to be in Montana, in addition to the other locales in which I need to reside, New York and Boston and so forth. So I hope that you're all well, and I'm going to try to edit this now. So namaste, and thank you for bearing with me during this test run. Thanks. Okay, bye.